This podcast or content is owned by the Yellow Rocket Boys Network. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.
Fallout tonight after an awkward kiss cam moment at a Coldplay concert went viral across the globe. Now, we've now learned that the technology company Astronomer has announced that its CEO, Andy Byron, seen here, as you saw, embracing a woman who is not his wife, has resigned from the company. The company's board of directors accepted that resignation today, saying that it will begin the search for a replacement.
Saturday, July 19th, midday. After 2 days of silence, Megan Kerrigan Byron reappears online. This time, she doesn't hold back. She writes, she speaks. Her message is long, raw, and devastating. I'm Megan Kerrigan Byron. This is the hardest moment of my life. I never imagined my husband would betray me. Every time he said he had to work late, I believed him. I thought he was doing it for our family, for our kids. But that kiss, caught live, shattered everything. Seeing Andy and Kristen holding each other, then pulling away as they realized they were being filmed. It was a humiliation I can't even begin to describe. I've decided to leave him. I can't stay with a man who lied to me so deeply, and I refuse to let my children grow up thinking this is what love looks like. Her words spread instantly across the media. Megan becomes the unexpected face of heartbreak, not as a silent victim, but as a woman who refuses to carry someone else's shame. Just hours later, she posts another line, only 18 words, sharp, bitter, unforgettable. I watched my husband kiss another woman on a jumbo screen. And the worst part, I had better seats at home. The quote explodes. It gets picked up by news outlets, late-night shows, and viral accounts. In hours, it becomes a symbol of betrayal made public and of the silent power of a woman reclaiming her voice. But Megan isn't done. She shares a third message, quieter in tone, yet equally resolute. My name is Megan Kerrigan, no longer Megan Byron. Today, I officially took his name off mine. Some might say it's just a detail. To me, it's closure. It's not revenge. It's peace. I gave my heart, my name, my loyalty to a man who didn't even respect me in private, let alone in public. This message isn't a complaint. It's a declaration. I don't want pity. I don't want sympathy. I want to be heard. I didn't lose. I found myself again. Megan's words go beyond a story of infidelity. They echo something much deeper, the right to no longer remain silent. The right to reclaim identity, worth, and strength outside a man's shadow. In her final post, she explains her initial silence. I know I disappeared. I deactivated my account. I ran, but it wasn't weakness. It was survival. The betrayal wasn't just personal. It was public. The DMs, the whispers, the pity. It was too much. But now I understand something. People saw his version. They believed what looked like the truth, but I can't stay silent anymore. I'm not healed yet, but I'm healing, and hiding is no longer part of the journey.
All right, man. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
The talk of this week is a CEO who's at a Coldplay concert.
We ain't talking about Mercedes Monet.
No, we ain't talking about her. We ain't talking about her. The CEO of the Astronomer has resigned days after a kiss cam at a Coldplay concert in Massachusetts showed a man and a woman embracing each other before running off and becoming one of the most viral moments of the year. So Andy Byron resigned, and the board of directors has accepted his resignation. So they was at a concert, Coldplay, and they have a kiss cam. And I guess that it was so cozy. I don't think they knew who he was, honestly. If you nope. Nobody care about the Astronomer. No one cares.
Dang. Nobody care about the
Astronomer. Honest, who cares?
I hadn't even heard about
It's fine.
got me.
If you look how, first of all, if you look how they were like at the concert, I'm talking about out in the open. I'm talking about arms wrapped around. I'm talking about boo.
Yeah, that was
Boo.
That's
So
good.
yeah, so if I'm a camera guy, I'm looking at, well, they booed up down there. I would have put my camera on it.
Yeah.
They ain't booed up, so people like, they don't know who that dude is. They don't care. Like, he's worth 1.2 million, not billion, million. It's not like, the CEO of Microsoft is there and, he's there. They know who he is. He owns the Clippers.
Yeah.
This dude is CEO of the Astronomer, and someone said something that was like funny on the comments. One of the comments I saw, they were like, if they would have just stayed and like trying to play it off like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. They probably would have been all right. But when they camera showed on them, they running away, and so people were like, okay, who is this?
I know it let it be known. It's like you get caught with your hand in the cookie jar. You like,
yeah. If they would have played it cool, I don't think it's as big of a deal as it is. But because y'all running off and people beside you like running off too, they made it a big deal. And big bro, talk. Let me talk to you. You ain't CEO no more, so you can keep it real with Cal. But CL cool, keep it real. You gonna cheat. First of all, you can't be that booed up. Like, y'all look like y'all was just, whoop.
yeah, I was in love.
Yeah, you can't be that booed up. Because if you wasn't that booed up, I don't think they would have put the camera on. But y'all was booed up. I'm talking about the picture that I saw. Arms wrapped around, she laughing in the braids. First of all, she an HR. Anyway. But if you don't cheat, can't be that booed up. Yeah. Second of all, if you don't cheat, you can't be that happy, bro. Can't be that happy. You too happy. You too giddy at the concert. Can't be that happy. Don't go to a Coldplay concert. You just messed it up, man.
You don't go public, period. It's like, okay, like, granted, we're not condoning cheating by any means.
Well, yeah, I'm not condoning
dirt.
it.
Don't do dirt where dirt can be seen. It's like dumb criminals that get themselves caught. If you're gonna do something, be discreet.
Very discreet.
Why would you? And then you know your status and how much you have to lose. Why would you risk that over however long the pleasure was? It's like, it ain't worth it.
My man was there like, I ain't gonna catch him.
Yeah, he thought.
At the Coldplay concert. I'm just chilling.
That was wild, boy. You lost your wife and kids. You about to lose your wife and kids. You about to lose half of that 1.2 mil for sure. Once you get done taking you to the bank. Cause that ain't like it's your word versus her word. This is public. This is worldwide. The evidence is there. And you done lost your company. You done had to step down from your company where you were making the 1.2 mil.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's all of that, fellas. Be smart. Be smart. I don't condone cheating at all. But think about what you gotta lose when you're trying to get that little extra on the side, and ask yourself, is it worth it?
No.
Because if not, I promise you, he done lost so much just for that.
Yeah. So, the Astronomer came out with a statement. It is committed to the values and culture that has guided us since our founding, the company said. Our leaders are expected to set the standard in both conduct and accountability, and recently the standard was not met. The company added they will begin a search for its new chief executive, while the co-founder and chief product officer, Pete DeJoy, will serve as the interim CEO. Byron did not immediately respond to a request for comment and has not responded to previous inquiries. So,
But he did make a statement. And one thing that stood out to me in this whole thing, because the
I remember the statement he made talking about his private moment.
Man, I hate that this private moment was made so
Dude, you want private. Wasn't nothing about it private. You was out in the open, baby. Wasn't nothing private about it. I can see y'all like in a hotel room, y'all was alone in the floor, like told to bring y'all some food, and he got a camera in there, and he was recording y'all like chilling, watching TV. That's a private moment. But when you go to any concert or basketball game, that's no longer a private moment. No, because at football games, at basketball games, at baseball games, or wherever you go, there's always a kiss cam.
And you know what? When you buy a ticket, a lot of times on a ticket, when you know the show's gonna be televised or recorded, on that ticket, it lets you know that your likeness can be used in the reproduction of that footage.
Yeah, so it wasn't private no more, bro. You was at a concert with nothing private about that. Private moment.
So he blaming Coldplay and the concert as a whole.
No.
For him losing everything. It's like, no, you just stupid, fam.
It was no longer private, bro. Once you went to that concert, it was no longer private.
Done. Like I said, you done lost so much over something so little. I don't know the young lady, and no disrespect, but disrespect, because I'm sure she may use a married man. She was the head of HR, which is the person that you go through when you have matters like this, which is ironic. Yeah, I don't even know. Besides calling him stupid, dumb, I don't even know what more can I say, man? Hey, let this be a lesson to all of y'all.
Bet you cheaters.
Yeah.
Don't cheat, don't go to concerts or basketball games.
Please, like,
So somebody always got a camera.
What's done in the dark will come to the light. So beware. Because this is a prime example. No matter how much money you have. Did anybody just learn from Diddy? It don't matter how much money you have. Our celebrity status, whatever. You can be taken down. So let that be a lesson.
Well, I think. So let's talk about it.